Oops.
Ow, what you talking about? Food for thought, K. Lou, what you talking about? You are listening to, watching, vibing out with Karen and Ernest here on Food for Thought with Karen and Ernest. K. Lou, how you been?
Oh, great.
So,
People are going to really start thinking I'm a drunkard. They're going to be like, yeah.
But you know what? You're not doing this alone, because I'm out here being drunk with you.
It's so
and
good.
so
We're not drunk. Drinking.
We're drinking. It's a Saturday night. We feel all right.
Adding to our beverage repertoire.
So, for those of you guys who are not watching us on the IG or on YouTube, K. Lou is referencing the fact she raised her glass because, you know, we like to have a good cocktail.
Yes.
And I brought my favorite rum, which is a rum from Cartagena called Dictador 20. And we are partaking in the tomfoolery and shenanigans that is all the liquor. So first and foremost, salud. Here's to another amazing show.
I can't believe you put pineapple in your glass. If I had done that, it would have been coming out of my nose and everything.
Well, you know, you got to soak the pineapple in the rum, and then this way you get a double dose of yumminess.
Be clear, guys. There's a table full of already doused pineapple that he expects me and our special guest to consume. So
yes, I do expect.
Go figure.
I do expect all of the above. How's your week been? You were out traveling.
Park City, Utah.
Was it your first time going?
It was.
Now,
because no one's ever invited me to Sundance.
Oh, I was going to say I've been before for
Sundance. I'm not that important.
So
just a PR person.
We talk about the liquor of it, and it may not have affected you, but Park City is known for being dry on Sundays.
It is so interesting.
and you know you can't really get a whole bunch of liquor like they have all of these weird liquor laws.
No, it's like rules.
Yeah.
So okay, so I wasn't there on Sunday, so I didn't know that, but I've been to places like that, right? So literally, I'm so excited about this hat that I'm wearing. I got it from Park City. The name of the store is Kemosabe.
Okay.
Kemo, second word Sabe.
Okay.
They're like in Montana and Wyoming and all these places. Is it Aspen? Yes, Aspen, Vail. So they do really well. So what was interesting is the store in Park City. First of all, you walk in and there's all these hats, and they have these tchotchkes, and they have all these accessories for the hats, and they have, you know, boots and jackets. I mean, they just have a host of stuff. It's so much fun. So here's the thing. They couldn't offer me a drink. However, they got around that by creating a speakeasy in the back. But the speakeasy, when I was in the store, was having a private event. So I couldn't go in because the guy had already told me. See, if I didn't know, I just would have been like, where's the speakeasy? And I just would have tumbled in, right? And so I think their first store was Aspen. So Aspen, they can obviously drink there, and it's merry and all the things. But because of, to your point, the Utah laws, it was interesting because Tanya and I had lunch, and she was like, can I take this glass of wine to my room? And the young lady was like, no.
Absolutely
And we're in the restaurant in the hotel, and it's like 50 feet away. And they're like, we don't have a license for that. And we were like, what?
Yeah, it is.
It's that type of stuff. Or because Wilkins was very generous with their liquor distribution, when we were on site, like, there was a hub in between all the hotels where people were staying for the conference. And we literally were drinking from plastic when we were at the hub. Mm-hmm. You could not leave that area and take it even 5 feet on the other side.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Like, you know I'm drinking, but you just don't want me to drink over there.
Yeah, it has to do with all of the Mormon laws and all of those things.
I respect it.
And it's been, as an event producer, it's been a little bit of a challenge from a standpoint of having done Sundance events.
Okay.
And there are all these rules, like you can't buy liquor on these days. And like I said, they're dry on Sundays.
Right.
So, but all of that being said, Park City is a beautiful city.
It's stunning.
Did you get a chance to check out any of the restaurants while you were there?
Kind of.
You
so you know my jam now. My jam is that when I go places, I look up Michelin star restaurants no matter where I am.
Oh,
so I'll make it very quick. Yes and no, because Okay, they have a Hotel Pendry there,
Mm-hmm.
and I did go to that restaurant, but that's a hotel restaurant. Their food is good. However, there was a party at a barbecue spot that's like a club, and the barbecue was like tender and all the things. It was really good. I think it's called the Marquee.
Okay.
And then there was another fancy place that might be more like a club, like a membership club, but it's off season, so it was closed.
Okay.
And they catered really good events, but it wasn't like a restaurant. So, to your point, did I seek out a restaurant and sit down? No, I just went to the Pendry to get a drink, and then was like, oh, there's food too. Okay, great.
Now, were you on Main Street in Park City?
Yes,
or
when we went to events and when I got my hat, definitely on Main Street. I had to sneak into town. Well, I hope Tanya doesn't watch this, but I had to sneak into town to have a little moment to myself outside. But the conference was excellent. My moment was excellent. Yes, we were on Main Street. And even the last night, Wednesday night at the Marquee, it's on Main Street.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to change
It's
the fact that
lovely.
you haven't been invited for Sundance. And
I
so
know, let's
if
do it.
I have clients that are
Yeah, I'll
doing
work
stuff
for
up
you.
there,
I'll
make sure that we bring you there.
I'll pour liquor in the designated areas.
I love it. Well, when we come forward, we're going to be speaking with our special guest. You are watching, vibing, listening to Food for Thought with Karen and Ernest here on wherever you're watching it.
Cheers.
Salud.
We're just breaking, guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to.
So we're going to our commercial break now,
Yeah,
and
I'll send
we
you-
will be coming
I'm gonna
back,
send you
and
the
then we
AI
will be
stuff.
bringing on our special guest. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm not saying peace as in bye. I'm saying peace as in hi.
Can you see that far? Can you see who's on there?
No, I can't see who's there, but I can see that there are.
It doesn't
people there.
matter. I was just like, wow. I was gonna be like,
The
how
eyesight
many
is- the
carrots
eyesight
did
is
you eat
eyesighting.
at 6? Dang.
So whenever you are ready, we are ready.
Yeah, I'll keep rolling, and then when you just take a pause, and then when you feel like you want to start, and just start. I know you can cut the pause in between.
So as you guys have seen, we have grown, and we have a producier.
We have a producer.
Yes.
Shout out to Choo Choo because she's making us look and feel amazing. So
Yes.
that's what it is. We are ready when you are ready.
Good to go.
You are listening to Vibing, watching us, Food for Thought with Karen and Ernest. She's the Karen, I'm the Ernest. And we are really excited because we get a chance to have a guest of the show and a friend of the show who has, I hope I'm not being presumptuous. She has become a friend of ours as well as being a friend of the show.
I have receipts that says I'm her friend.
You be presumptuous?
I
That's
don't know about
that's
you.
crazy.
Imagine that.
I
Imagine that.
have receipts. Unclear about you, sir.
Well, our guest this evening is the world famous. She goes by the name of Mona Holmes. She is the writer. I want to get the exact title, but she writes for EaterLA.
Editor.
Editor. Bam, 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 bam. She's like, don't you dare
Journalist
diminish. Don't you dare
extraordinaire.
diminish who I am.
Yeah.
So it is friend of the show, and it is, as we have said, is becoming a personal
Yeah.
friend. Mona Holmes, welcome to Food for Thought with Karen
Thanks
and
for
Ernest.
having
Bam,
me.
bam, bam, bam.
Right,
I love the sound effect. And
She's,
I am
she's
a fan
also a word
too,
architect.
y'all.
She's a word architect.
That's me.
Yes.
And I'm also a fan.
Oh,
fan
well,
and friend.
Fan and
F
friend.
squared.
Fan and
well,
friend.
F squared. I love that. So, we have gotten a chance to. Ooh, I'm glad. I've been drinking. So
Excellent.
we
Thank
have
you.
had you on the show now 3 times, and every time that we have you on the show, it is always an adventure. So thank you for being here with us.
My honor.
No, it's awesome sauce. I love you already. You are my new friend. You, friend and producier. Producer is too plain for you because you are so
Yeah.
savvy. So it's producier.
Producier.
Thank you so much.
And so Karen is talking about Choo Choo, who is making sure that our audio and video and
Yes.
all things are amazing,
It's
and
poppin'.
is working in tandem with our producer Kamal Period. So Mona Holmes, thanks for being here with us on a Saturday night. It's great to be able to see your face. And
My pleasure.
And thank you for engaging in our rum and tomfoolery and shenanigans
She's
as well.
so ready. She's only doing it because it's Friday. It's Friday. Because if it was
It's
Thursday,
Saturday. It's Saturday.
oh,
You
see,
can drink it. You got
but
me
if
over here
I'm
joking.
sorry, if it was Sunday or Thursday,
Right,
she
you
would
know,
not have any of it.
So, kind of,
I gotta go home.
when we say that
Another
Mona has
dream.
become a friend of the show, this is now her third time on the show, and usually what ends up happening is we kidnap her and take her somewhere in the
Lord.
streets, and she's always like, "Oh my God, I have to go home. I have my dog, and I have to go home for the home situation."
And then she'll be like,
and then 4 hours
one
later,
drink.
4 hours
Okay,
later,
she'll be like,
Famous
one
last
drink.
words.
She'll
We're
be
like,
like one
fine,
drink,
just one.
and then
And-
it has to be geographically correct
Oh
to
my
where
God.
she lives.
It has to be near my house. It has
like,
nothing to do
what?
with the dog. I like getting
So
up
you've been
early.
using the dog, and that's what
I
you've
do
been
use
telling
the
us?
dog, but
You-
like y'all
no,
know
but-
I like to get up
but we're
early.
Before
using
we
the
were
dog
friends.
as an
Before we were
excuse.
friends. Yes.
I have
before we
used the
were
dog
friends.
as an excuse, yes. And
In your point, kind sir.
There is no point. So, as a dining show, we obviously want to make sure that we have you on because we enjoy talking all things food with you. And we're gonna jump into something in kind of the state of the industry. Karen and I have been talking about the fact that a lot of our favorite restaurants have been closing. Like I just read, matter of fact, on our way in here to record.
Don't make me cry. What's what?
No, I just saw that
Oh, 'cause I'm like
Akasha,
another one.
which is
Yes.
one of my favorite spots, or has been one of my favorite spots in Culver City. They are now closed. Like
Yeah.
and then I know that you and Karen, and first and foremost,
Please don't bring it up.
just so
'cause-
y'all know, Karen
yeah,
be
we
out
be
in
in
these
these
streets and doesn't invite me. But I know that you and Karen were at Coast.
did you see the look I gave the camera?
I mean, I'm an only child.
Salty
I know.
Ernest.
Besides
I
move.
Salty.
am a little bit salty. Yes,
But that
am.
was Coinky Dink.
That was a coinky
It was a
dink.
coinky
But I
dink.
know you guys were at Coast, which
were.
is I think in Beverly Hills or West
No,
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Kind of Hollywoodish, yeah.
And then you guys told me like, oh my God, it's amazing. And then
Amazing.
next thing we know, that restaurant closed.
Correct.
And we talked about the fact that the sandwich spot, Cole's, is closing. And it seems that every week we're talking about restaurants closing. And I'd love to be able to kind of pick your brains about your thoughts on it. If you have any kind of insight as to why this is happening, talk to us a little bit about that.
Happy to.
Okay.
So,
Let me just say this while you get your thoughts. So Coast with a K, like this is gonna sound so crazy, but I have like this little mirror on my bed that's like decorative because I'm trying to be in
Okay.
not
All
over
right.
my bed, on my
my bad. I got excited
really
real quickly.
really. This is a family show, sir. So it's on my thing, and I keep leaving the Coast card there just so I can remind myself of that deconstructed California roll situation that was so yummy. I mean, there was more that was yummy, but because
That one was a memorable
because
one.
the chef came out and was like, "I'm from Dallas. How would I know how to make sushi?" And I'm like, "Sir, you did it so well."
did.
Ooh, taking me back. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Well,
Had a food
So-
moment and fart.
So talk to us about these restaurant closings
Yeah.
and kind of the state of the hospitality industry.
Yes. And
We ha-
why?
we have to look back to the pandemic
Yes.
and
Okay.
start there.
Okay.
So, every restaurant in the country was struggling, but especially California, we had some of the strictest laws against, for social distancing, and restaurants had to abide by it. They had to bring on outdoor dining to make up for the losses of indoor dining. And Los Angeles is an ideal city to do that. But they were still operating from a couple of months of not having anything at all while the state and local officials were trying to get their stuff together.
Got it.
So, and they're already operating on sometimes a month-to-month basis. So sure there was help, but it wasn't sufficient. But somehow restaurants bounced back, and they were doing fine until the actors and writers strikes.
Yes.
So then you take that, and as quiet as it's kept, those people who work in production for TV and film are the backbone of a customer base for restaurants in LA. They have the disposable income; they can afford to go out on a consistent basis. So then you take that, And then you add in the wildfires from January, from the Palisades all the way up to Altadena. It didn't just impact those two communities, it impacted all of Los Angeles. And then some places just burned down. So you take all of that. Like, no one was going out in the weeks after the fires because, when the second you went outside, you started to choke. And so that definitely was felt throughout the region. And then there's been the ice raids. Operators have been short-staffed because people are afraid to go to work.
Right, of course.
People who are even U.S. citizens are afraid to be out and about right now.
Right.
So you stack up all of that with I definitely wasn't spotting a wildfire in January that is off season for us in wildfires, as y'all know. But the thing that I didn't account for with the Trump administration was the loss of international tourism. Los Angeles is huge as far as international tourism, as is New York, Chicago, San Francisco, and those people are not coming in.
Yeah.
And that loss has been significant. So
that's what people are not talking about, because that kind of bookends it. People aren't not really talking about that piece of it.
Like Michael
The other things,
Cimarusti,
yes.
Providence, he has people flying in from Germany, from South America, from Asia to book a table for his $350 a person meal. That's what they do. Like folks who've got dough.
Can we do that meal?
Why on earth would they risk booking a flight and a hotel to get hassled at Customs and Border Protection on their way in? Maybe they'll get in, maybe they won't. They're just going to go elsewhere.
Crazy.
So all you wrap up all of that, and it's the perfect storm for restaurants that are already struggling, and plus people don't have enough money to go out.
Yes.
So all
or
of
people
that,
holding on to their money because
they're unsure.
Yeah, it's so much uncertainty. Yes, absolutely.
So add up all of that, and you have a really struggling restaurant scene and restaurants closing.
So we are speaking with Mona Holmes, who is the editor for EaterLA, and I'd like to ask you a question.
And
Obviously,
my personal friend.
And Kay Lou's personal friend. I'd like to ask you a question. I would assume that as the editor for EaterLA, you are having conversations with restaurateurs who are in other parts of the country, and or maybe you're speaking to your counterparts who handle other parts of the country. Is this constriction and for the dining scene simply something that is happening in LA? Because you mentioned, things that were very LA specifics, the ice raids, the being, the fires, the actor strike. Is this just a function of the LA scene, or are restaurateurs around the country dealing with the same kind of issues?
They are dealing with similar issues.
That is bountiful.
It's it's definitely spread across. I was just in DC and New York and Baltimore and Philly, and all places where ICE has shown up except for Baltimore. I can't imagine them wanting to go into Baltimore, but that's a whole other story.
Right. If they want Baltimore, they want.
Personally love Baltimore, but
I love Baltimore
like,
I love
Baltimore is a different level. Okay,
Baltimore.
that's the one area where this administration.
They may know they shouldn't go into Baltimore.
I think they do.
People are not scared in Baltimore. What?
Look, I lived there for a year. It was a
did
trip.
you?
I did. I had a boy. Well, I lived in DC, but I had a boyfriend in Baltimore, and I love Baltimore, but it's crazy.
It's a crazy time.
But it's something about it
It's
that's
so
still
vibrant. I love it.
vibrant, but like at times serene. Like it's something about
Baltimore is.
But I know people will buck up.
Baltimore
It's got flavor.
to me is like when I went to Brazil. Like at any given moment, you feel like you make that one wrong turn and you're like,
Something could pop off
that's why I'm
in
saying.
a millisecond. There's a reason The
They
Wire
might have
was
done
filmed
that
in
due
one
diligence.
place.
Yeah. I would
'cause
imagine DC and Chicago are having some issues. To
They
your
are,
point about
and
ICE.
DC
and you
is.
said Philly too. Yeah.
There are certain restaurants that are close to where ICE and military are set up. Those restaurants are struggling too. But the ones that are very unique to LA are absolutely the writer strikes, and also just how difficult it is red tape wise and bureaucratic wise. Like the hoops that restaurant operators have to jump through. it often takes 2 years on average for them to get through building and safety inspections, the health department and the like, and plan checks. Like, it's a lot. And there's no reason why it has to be that hard, because you can open up a restaurant in 5 weeks in New York. It
Right.
should not take that long, and it has absolutely nothing to do in the
Interesting.
world of public safety.
So a lot of this is very LA specific in terms of regulations.
Well, the back-to-back
and
to back-to-back in
and
that,
then we have
yeah.
the back-to-back.
The
very
bureaucracy, to your
And
point.
they can make change if they want to. They can
don't want to.
completely, like, but they did it during COVID. They made all these
Well,
changes
that's
like
what,
that.
That's what we kind of inherited, which was cool, was because this, as Tanya, my business partner Tanya would say, we pay the sun tax here. What was
Absolutely.
really cool is there was more outdoor dining, which I thought was amazing, right? But to your point, it's just all that other stuff that's so like archaic.
Archaic and have nothing to do with public safety.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's so
it's time for them
crazy.
to be like, look, restaurants are in trouble. Let's stop with the hardcore health department inspections temporarily, unless there's like an infestation and the like. Let's make it as easy as possible for restaurants to thrive during this difficult time. They could do that if they wanted,
Yeah.
but I also don't think that they're aware of how dire it is.
And I would like to say this, that while I agree that the inspections are definitely a challenge, I think that there were things that happened during COVID that that were not that had nothing to do with the inspections. I feel that and you and Karen and I have talked about that one of my hot dishes is the fact that outdoor dining has gone away, and it has gone away because businesses have because the local government makes it so hard for them to be able, like, you need all these permits and all of this stuff to even be able to dine outside, and to have that go away kind of makes me feel some kind of
Yeah.
way. And it is all of those things that when we have spoken with a lot of different restaurateurs, and they have all said to us that like things have changed. And I really wanted to kind of pick your brains on and find out whether or not it was LA specific, or if this is something that restaurateurs are dealing with across the country. And it sounds like they are dealing with it across the country, but we are being particularly harder hit here in LA.
I think what's interesting too about what you said though is when you said what you said about outdoor dining, I started like picturing the places that I frequent the most that have kind of gone back to normal.
Absolutely.
And one of the places, and when I say normal, meaning they didn't carve out a space for the outdoor dining. And one of the places that comes to mind is Scopa. Like, I think they rid of their patio.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be there on Monday, so if I'm wrong, I will go on IG and lend you an apology. But even Bacari in Playa Vista, they had a whole outdoor area, and I went there a few months ago, and they moved everything indoor. So it's just very interesting that this town is prime for we really have another minute, but it's prime.
You're right, though. You're fully right.
It's
Like,
prime for it doesn't happen.
They have when they just decided to set aside all of these parameters and rules around outdoor dining, take up this sidewalk space, take up this parking lot, and turn it into a dining room. That should have been made permanent then. But I don't know what happened, but there are certain municipalities that took it upon themselves to adjust the rules a little bit and make it more expensive and more time consuming to actually get a permit. And that wound up minimizing that amazing moment where it felt like outdoor dining was really going to hit here, and it didn't.
Well, when we come forward, we're going to continue talking with Mona Holmes from EaterLA about the dining scene, and we're going to talk to her about our culinary conversations. You are listening to, watching, vibing out with Food for Thought with Karen and Ernest.
My apologies, kind sir. You started at 15:25 and not 16. Because of the music.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Can I have some?
Some more rum?
Can I have some more rum
peanut
too?
butter.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about the peanut. Oh,
Do you want me to wait? I'll wait.
No, let's
This
get
is your
into it.
show.
So, no, this is our
He
show.
runs the show.
This is-
Producer extraordinaire. Anybody listening that needs a producer.
So we are in our commercial break, and we are going to engage in
And I've
some
never
more tomfoolery and
it's
shenanigans.
not peanut butter. Tell him what it is. I'm sorry, my bad.
We are in our commercial break, and when we come forward, So I've been hearing about peanut butter whiskey, and
Screwball.
I'm not really there yet, but I picked up a caramel turtle whiskey, which is 60 proof.
I didn't even know they had it. I'm
we're
so
gonna
excited.
and
I'm so
we're gonna
excited.
taste this, and then when we come forward from the break, for you guys watching, when we come forward from the break, we're gonna be talking about it, and who knows, we may be drunk by that time. So
Let me tell you what's crazy to your point about peanut butter whiskey. Oh, I thought I did that already. We don't believe in wasting liquor. Any liquor company that's listening, we will treat you right. Really?
That's what he did, sir. No, you can pour it, but like, don't go crazy, okay?
So, one of my favorite shows, shout out to Tamara Gregory, is Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
And the Screwball, I'm pretty sure it was Screwball, which is the peanut butter whiskey, was featured on there. Like a couple of episodes. Well, it's only been a few episodes, but maybe the first episode of the season. So cool. Screwball, hey, Tam, I hope you guys got a check from Screwball.
Huh. You are listening to, vibing, watching. Let's remix that.
Ernest!
You are listening to, watching,
to produce and host. He
vibing
does heavy lifting.
to Food for Thought with Karen and
we've been
Ernest.
drinking.
And our wonderful guest this evening is the world famous Mona Holmes from EaterLA.
Bam, 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 bam.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I be forgetting that the bam, bam, bam is your lane. So
is mine better?
It's your, yeah.
You've totally done it before.
I have done it before, but
His used
But
to be
it's-
really good. And then
wait,
it's almost
did
like
y'all hear the
Venus.
used to be?
No, it's almost like you're Venus and I'm Serena, and I got
Ooh,
better. You know
okay,
what I'm saying? Because
okay.
you didn't have a Venus.
I didn't have a Venus.
Because you are Venus.
I am Venus. So
This is what happens when you drink during the conversation.
in case it's gotten lost, you are watching, vibing, listening to Food for Thought with Karen and Ernest, and we have the world famous Mona Holmes here from EaterLA.
Bam, 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 bam.
And before we came forward, we were talking
that.
about the fact that, dining
Crazy.
in LA has become a little bit of a challenge. Now, there are a couple of things that we have to talk about, but the first thing that I love is that despite the fact that Mona Holmes is world famous and she is big time and she is all of these things, she still makes time for us little people, which being you and I.
Which is so
Ernest.
good.
And
Stop.
It's so
and what
good.
I'm talking
It
about
is.
in particular is the fact that despite the fact that she is a legend in these streets, Mona Holmes has agreed to moderate our first culinary conversations, which is happening on October 16th, this Thursday coming up.
Yes.
And we're going to be doing
excited.
it and speaking with Prince Riley from Joyce.
Yes.
And
Proprietaire.
as well as Leslie Jones from 10.10 Wine and Events, and Mona Holmes has
Wine
been
Savier.
Savier.
I can't wait to do my Lewis Dictionary. It's gonna be so much fun.
Mona Holmes has agreed to moderate this event. So I love the fact that despite the fact that you are a legend in these streets, you still make time for us little people. So thank you for that.
Stop.
I'm not little.
No.
Have you seen these hips?
Not.
I'm
That
just
makes-
saying.
Okay, they are some nice hips.
Metaphorically and literally, I am not little.
So
She sees me as a quasi-equal.
So Mona Holmes, so why did you agree to moderate this conversation with Prince Riley and Leslie Jones for us little people at Food for Thought with Karen and Ernest?
There's no little
so
people.
silly.
He is silly, but I love Black LA.
Hey!
Period. Like that.
Cheers
That
to that.
is essentially like the long and short of it. And why not? I love
Yes.
dining at Joyce.
Yeah.
I love 1010 Wines. I love y'all. Like what
you, Easter
what was
Bunny.
there to talk about?
There's a lot of love in that sentence. I
Yeah.
love
Well,
that.
yeah,
Yes.
as quiet as it's kept, Ernest.
Ruh-roh.
Love's in the
That
room.
felt very, very
And
personal.
I think to your point about loving Black LA, what I love
Yeah.
about Black LA is that Black LA is inclusive,
Yes.
right? And so people want to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to be black to be part of Black LA, but what you do need to be is respectful,
Yep.
embracing,
Open.
open. We're
Look at
connected.
y'all.
I told you, that's my
The
friend.
mind meld
That's
that's,
my friend.
happening over there. So
And
let
you
me,
can get all the goodies and the richness and all the things.
So let me take a second and let our listeners and viewers know what we're talking about with culinary conversations. So
Yes, please.
a year ago, or I'm lying.
You
like
are
3
lying.
years ago,
I'm
Karen and I
excited.
kind of were
Absolutely
at a
not.
restaurant, and
Kinda we're at a restaurant.
we were at a restaurant.
Oh, I thought you said kinda.
No, I probably did because
That's
I've
like
been
an AI
drinking.
situation. We were kind of there, but we created our
weren't there.
images and then we projected out. Go
But
ahead.
Karen and I were at a restaurant, and that's how Food for Thought with Karen and Ernest came about.
Mm-hmm.
And we ultimately wanted to get to a point that we could talk to people the same way that you and I, and now you, I, and Mona talk about
Food.
you, Mona, and I talk about a food.
Mm-hmm.
So we are having our first culinary conversations, which is happening at Joyce in downtown LA. It is October 16th. It is $100 for a 5-course prefixed menu. It is $125 with a wine pairing from 1010 Wine and Events, which is nothing. It's well, I
Well,
shouldn't
we
say
don't
it's
want to
nothing.
say it's
I
nothing,
shouldn't
but
say
it
it's
is
nothing.
it is
But it is a
economically sound
very
in
economical.
As
terms
someone
of being
who-
competitive.
As someone who dines out a lot,
Yeah, it's a
and who
really great
sees
price.
collaboration meals that are like
Yes.
anywhere from 5 to 10 courses.
Yeah.
This is an extremely reasonable price.
I concur.
Yeah.
I
And-
concur. And it is 5 courses to Mona's point, and there will be wine pairings, and you don't have to participate in that if you're not like me. and
It'll
you're
be
not
a vibe.
drinker.
That's
it's gonna be-
what
it's gonna
I
be a
know.
vibe.
Yeah,
And
it's going to
it-
be so fun.
And what we really love about this is the fact that you guys will be able to come and listen and speak with Mona and speak with Prince and speak with Leslie
These
and
two.
Karen and of
These
course
two.
Karen. No, it's not even these two. It's all about Karen. But you'll get a
Sometimes.
chance to be able to speak with us and speak with them the same way that we do, and
Yeah.
to really be able
So
to
good,
speak
yeah.
about food. So we're really excited about
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
If you go on at Food for Thought with K&E, the link is in the bio. You can buy your tickets
Yeah.
there, and it's going to be an amazing evening of
It's going
conversation
to be so much fun.
and food. And one thing that I didn't get a chance to say is that as a function of rocking with us, Prince Riley, the proprietor of Joyce in DTLA, said, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make sure that the food that is served that night is not food that you would normally have when you come to Joyce. So
which
that-
makes it nicer.
and let's be clear,
Yeah.
the food that you have at
Oh.
Joyce on any given night
Bomb.
is amazing.
Yep.
But the fact that he has said to us, because I rock with you,
Yes.
I'm a do you a nice solid.
Yeah.
And so it's $100, $125 with the wine pairing.
Yes.
If you go to at Food for Thought with K&E, the link is in the bio. You can buy your ticket there. And it's going to be an amazing night, and it's going to be hosted by our very own guest, Mona Holmes from
Mona
EaterLA.
Holmes.
Happy to.
So it's funny, one of my clients who I invited, who is a foodie, she asked me yesterday if I was excited. And I said, well, a lot of my friends tell me I'm not really excitable. I'm exciting, but I'm not excitable. You were supposed to say, you are excited.
Sorry, I missed my cue. You are exciting.
You are exciting, girl. So exciting. I don't even know what to do. Okay.
Sorry, I missed my
Thank
cue.
you.
Yes,
I'm
sorry.
tripping.
No. But my point is, I've been accused of not being excited enough. So she said, are you excited? And I was like, I normally don't get excited till the day of, but I have to say that I am excited. And I think what really is exciting about this is that it is the fact, going back to Ernest's point, that we had this whole conversation. We can name the restaurant at Bestia over Peruvian scallops, and he was acting like he was the Black Jonathan Gold, using these SAT adjectives.
Using all my big words.
all his big words. I was like,
As
what?
you do.
And so to that point, to see something come to fruition and be able to be born out of we weren't even really being serious, but
Right.
to be born out of our thoughts. And then once we got into this, say, hey, we want to have conversations with others publicly who love food and love us and love people or our guests or our friends or whatever. That's really exciting. So I am excited.
Yeah, and
Me
like I
too.
said, I just love that Mona Holmes can still fit
And then
us
there's
in
that.
her busy schedule.
And then there's
You
that.
know, because so we have said that we like to think that we are becoming friends
So
with her
is this what talent does? They deal with all these lights? Because I'm over here having
over
a moment.
schwitzing.
Oh, I feel it too.
So but we like to say that we are becoming friends with the world famous Mona Holmes.
Oh my God.
But what
No,
ends up
I am her
happening-
friend. I
But what
have
ends
a,
up
I have a
happening
whole
is
situation.
But we were like, hey, why don't you come hang out with us sometime? And she was
No,
like,
she
oh, I
agreed.
already have plans. I'm sorry, guys. I already have
No,
plans. So.
you're not giving her.
Misrepresenting the
We
truth.
had brunch
is
with
Ernest's
her. We had
specialty.
brunch with her a couple of weeks ago. Don't do that.
We
And
did.
she got the receipts.
Yeah, don't.
there's
No,
a-
she doesn't. No, she doesn't have a receipt because you picked up that
You picked
you
up
are a
the
big
tab.
baller.
No, but she has
So-
a picture on
Of
DIG.
So you are looking at vibing out, listening to Food for Thought with Karen
Feeling
and
the
Ernest.
heat.
Like, what
Feeling
are
the
we,
heat
What
of
are we
Food
doing
for
about
Thought.
music? Like, we got to talk about that. Like, I need to we need to play some good stuff while we're there. Like, this is a big deal in my world. Like, the vibes need
And
to
for
be
those of you who
perfect.
are coming, Ernest and I will probably be smoking cigars after, so you're more than welcome to join.
Yes, please, and thank you. So we're in our commercial break, and we are going to come forward. When we come forward and come back, we're going to talk about this
Wait, let me taste. Oh shoot!
caramel turtle
Ooh, smells
whiskey.
delish.
I am not much of a whiskey person, and I'm really looking forward to finding out what Karen and Mona
sweet.
Holmes think about it.
I'm not mad at it. It's sweet though.
It is a little bit
No,
sweet.
but it's like I would take it to a party.
Yeah, well, there's that. So when we come back from this commercial break,
Lord have mercy.
we're gonna throw to you because we want to make sure that people know how to reach you.
Yes, please.
And then we're gonna kind of, I guess, our restaurant review will be talking about this whiskey.
And I just want to say something to the restaurant conversation. I'll make it really quick.
Okay. All right. So, well, just know that when we come back from the commercial break, that's what we're doing.
And we're there.
And we're there.
Yes.
Oh my Lord.
You are.
Y'all don't
you
even
are
know.
looking at
So much fun
vibing
with these
out
people
to
right here.
listening to Food for Thought with Karen and Ernest. Now, our guest this evening is the world famous Mona Holmes from
Yes.
EaterLA. And before we came forward from the break, we were talking about the fact that Mona Holmes is going to be moderating our culinary conversations with
Yeah.
Prince Riley from Joyce and Leslie Jones from 10.10 Wine and Events. So first and
And
foremost,
Fess.
Fess.
The Old Savoy. Leslie Jones from. Just saying.
The event
Free
space,
event space. Fess.
but it's not free. But I do want to take a second and say thank you, in all seriousness, Mona Holmes,
my
for
Lord.
being our
pleasure.
guest for tonight and also moderating the event on Thursday. Before we move any forward anymore, I've been drinking.
Not any forward anymore. That
I
was
do
good.
want people to know how
Where
they
to
can
find
find you. So, what's your Instagram, your Facebook, your
All the
website?
things.
How can people find you, Mona Holmes?
The easiest way is for people to go to Instagram and look up Mona Eats, MONAEATS, or just go to la.eater.com and look at one of the many things that I've written this week.
Awesome.
And that is probably the best way. I'm also very active on Threads.
Hey, now.
So yeah, same
So-
username as Instagram.
But speaking of, and real quickly, I would want to give it more time, but we have spoken about the fact that we are doing our culinary conversations at Joyce and DTLA. You wrote an article recently, matter of fact, today or yesterday, about the fact that the governor was at Joyce DTLA.
The governor.
The governor was at Joyce DTLA. Can you tell us a little bit about what that was?
So Gavin Newsom came to downtown LA to Joyce to sign 2 laws in action for January 1st this year. And operating a restaurant in Los Angeles can be very difficult, very challenging. There's a lot of red tape. It's also a very expensive city. But these 2 laws are designed to make it somewhat easier for operators to do their thing. And one has to do with a self-certification plan check, and the other one has to do with making sure that outdoor dining, like the ease of outdoor dining permitting, stays in place. So both of those will make it a lot easier. There's also a couple of more laws that maybe he'll sign that he has until Sunday to do so.
Okay.
One is a fund to help struggling businesses in disaster zones. Obviously, all of Los Angeles can be easily declared underneath that.
Yeah.
All under LA County. And yeah, that's basically the long and short of it.
So when we were talking earlier about the, our whole opening and continuation around businesses closing, I have had a conversation with my personal friend Mona, and and we have talked about, and I want to shout out this chef.
This is her stabbing me in the side.
I want to shout out this chef.
Twisting the knife too, no less. Twisting.
I want to shout out this chef so I can send him some video and footage and messaging about us, who has yet to be on the show, which is Chef Abner Levi, who I adore.
Abner is great.
From Cento and Cento Raw Bar. And he is thriving with 2 restaurants next door to each other and all the things. But what I said to Mona was, it's interesting because back in the day before there was Cento, Chef Levi had a really small space a few doors down from Cole's, and he had like maybe 12 or 14 seats, and he was the day restaurant, and he would make 4 fresh pastas, have 4 wines, and bread and brie. And I was saying to Mona, should some of our chefs considering getting back to that, where they share a space, reduce their overhead, and one is the lunch restaurant and one is the dinner restaurant? And you were like,
it's not a bad idea.
That's where we
Share
is.
the
I just wanted to
expense.
shout him out for that and that business model.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to having Chef Levi
I
on.
am too.
You are listening to, watching, vibing out with Food for Thought with Karen and Ernest here on wherever you're watching it.
And by the way, the caramel turtle whiskey is good.
I'm not feeling it, y'all. I'm sorry.
It's too sweet.
It's a little too heavy,
I- so-
high on the sweetness factor for
But
me.
I think
so
people-
guys,
sorry.
we're gonna come forward and we will give you guys our review of the caramel turtle whiskey. You're listening to, watching, vibing out with Food for Thought with Karen and Ernest.
So we're not going to do the hot dishes?
We're gonna fit it all in.
Get to it. Everybody be quick. Okay, sorry. I'm ready.
So, guys, once again, thanks for watching. We are here with Mona Holmes from EaterLA. We are in our commercial break, and when we come forward, it is time for our hot dishes. We're going to do a restaurant review, which is talking about this caramel turtle whiskey, and we're going to just get all the stuff. And wait, what?
I know what mine is. I'm
Oh,
talking to
okay.
myself.
I was like, ruh-roh, she's
No, I'm
talking,
good.
and
No, it's
wait,
fine.
what happened? So when we come back from our commercial, we're going to fit all of that in 4 minutes, and just want to say thank you for watching. Hi guys. Hi. So when we do come
sorry.
forward from the commercial,
You were producing.
we're going to we'll give kind of an information about how people can find us.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this
do the
really
whiskey
quickly.
and our hot
We're
dish.
going to do our hot dishes, and
Yeah.
we got 4 minutes to get
Let's
in and
do
out.
eat.
So,
Let's challenge
Brief
ourselves.
and easy.
brief and
Let's
easy.
handle ourselves.
So, and now Choo Choo decides to come back and hang with it. She was like,
She
I
know
don't
we
want.
were
Choo
good.
Choo, we feel some kind of way. You haven't
No.
had your cocktail.
No.
Oh yeah, I will have that and Louis.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm your
green
pusher.
thing.
I'm your
green thing.
pusher, man.
Okay.
You are listening to, watching, vibing out with Food for
Hilarious.
Thought with Karen and Ernest. So real quickly, I'm always amazed by how quickly time goes by. If you want to get in touch with us, you can find us at Food for Thought with K&E on IG, Threads, and especially YouTube. Make sure that you follow us on YouTube. That's where you can find us. And, it is time for our world famous hot dishes. But our hot dishes are our sometimes unpopular opinions. But we said what we said, and I told you where you can find us. So, Mona Holmes, do you have a hot dish, or should I start?
I think you should start.
All right, I'll go ahead and jump into this. One of my hot dishes for this week is I cannot stand when you go to a restaurant and you make a request, whether it's for salt and pepper, barbecue sauce, whatever it is, and they take a really, really, really long time to get
And
that
your
stuff
food
to
is
you.
getting
And your food is
cold,
sitting there
yes.
getting cold while you're sitting there waiting for something that could be relatively easy for them to be able to
You
do.
should start bringing your own condiments.
Yeah, like Cedric the Entertainer
Yes,
said, bringing
yes,
your
yes,
own
yes,
mustard.
yes.
So that is my hot dish for this week. It is, and it seems like a minor thing, but it is really a major thing
Understood,
because
understood.
ultimately your food is sitting there
Understood.
getting cold while you're sitting there
Understood.
waiting for a fork or a knife or a mustard or a barbecue sauce.
My hot dish is when I'm at a bar, and this happened to me at the Pendry last couple of days. And when I sit down, I'm like one of 3 people at the bar, and maybe there's 12 seats, right? And then the bar, because it's popular, gets crowded, and someone puts their elbow on my chair or they're right here, and it's like, it goes back to you and I. We have that in common. Can we be spatially correct?
Absolutely.
Because I don't need you here. And as my friend asked the other day, and I don't know if he should still be my friend, is COVID still a thing?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just saying. So it is. So why are you right here,
Like,
ma'am
why
or
are you
sir?
all in my space?
I don't need it. Okay.
Mona Holmes, what's your hot dish?
Okay, so some of these youngins need to work very hard. This is a Gen X space, by the way, but they need to work very hard at developing their social skills. Because I was at this really great restaurant that shall go unnamed,
Okay.
where they have nothing but Gen Zers who are very attractive, but they don't have the social skills required to work in hospitality. I'm talking about the Gen Z stare that like reveals nothing, where you're like, hey, tell me about this dish. And they're like, you know what I mean? Like that look.
Right.
And it doesn't reveal anything. And I'm like, I'm going to need you to work with me here. And they don't, because they don't have that ability to read customers. And waiting tables, as someone who did it for a long time way back when, you need to be able to read your table so that you can give them a good experience. And I'm sorry, Gen Z, but you need to work on that ASAP.
That's
The
my
Gen
pet
Z
peeve.
stare is killing me right now, where I'm like, I feel like I need to like help them along in the
Right,
process.
right.
And I am a paying customer.
And it's like if you don't have that gift as memorization, you could have cards or you could have your little notepad and be like, "Hold, please." Oh, it's blah 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 blah, and I tasted it and it was terrific.
Or,
like
I don't
once,
know,
like once you go to restaurants where they're like, "Hey, these are the Brussels sprouts. They're crispy, they're sautéed in chili oil, and they have garlic, and they blah blah blah." Enjoy.
Yeah.
Once you do that, and then you go to another restaurant, and they just put the food down, and you're like, "What was that?"
Just connect. That's all
Yes.
I'm saying.
Yes, that's
Connect.
fine. Okay, the
So-
caramel whiskey.
Yeah, real quickly, we're gonna
Sweet,
the,
sweet.
the caramel whiskey is very sweet.
But good in a cappuccino.
I agree with
Just
what
saying.
Mona Holmes said during our commercial break, which was that it is a little bit too sweet, and I like desserts and I like sweet stuff, but the caramel whiskey is a little bit too sweet. But I did want to engage in the
I
whiskey
like it, though.
because I know you're a whiskey woman.
I like
so.
it. It's too sweet for me, but I like it. I would like use it as my agave, even though it has calories. I would use it as my agave for coffee or whatever. But I also think it's a conversation piece.
Yeah.
So I would definitely take it to a party because people seem so. They just seem not daunted. What is it?
I don't know.
Intimidated by whiskey.
Intimidated,
Intimidated by whiskey. So they're like, no. But if you bring them something
Yeah,
sweet.
and this is a
Yeah.
little bit sweet. So, guys, you have been listening to
Vibing
Vibing
Out
Out with
to-
us to Food for Thought with Karen and Ernest. Got to give a shout out to the world famous Mona Holmes from EaterLA for
Where's this
being our
world
guest.
famous coming from?
Bam, 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 bam.
And also want to make sure that you guys can, if you want to see us live and in person, October 16th, which is this Thursday,
6 to 10 p.m.
6 to 10 p.m. Check out our Instagram page at Food for Thought with K&E. Bye.
Don't show up without a ticket.
She left me out there all alone.
Bye.